go through this kind of, we'll see both the guys here. Let's go through our steps and we get an idea what this looks like. You guys did a real good job, and let's follow the steps and the commands of 45-degree transfer, which is step 1. Step 2 is pivot. Lift and load and gather our energy. 3, increase flexion in the back knee and glide out. Okay, we're going to start the back knee, start the back leg. Actually, what's happening, the back knee is not starting, it's actually his hips that are turning, and now he's going to go ahead and pull. Hip roll and looking at the target, and he's done a great job. One more time, real quick, let's try it again. This is our 6 steps, okay, and we're going to start off with 45-degree transfer. Again, in review, what they've done, if you look at their belly button and their body, they've cut a lot of the degrees down. If they step straight back, let's try it again. Go back to setup. Now step straight back. Okay, now pivot. Now lift and load. You notice how Paul got off balance when he did that, and he had a swing. That was because his legs swung around. Let's try it again, showing you why baseball world uses the 45-degree transfer step. All right, 45 transfer. Now you notice his belly button's not pointed at the plate. He's cut 45 degrees. So rather than having to turn 110 degrees if he steps straight back to load, Paul only has to turn now 65 degrees. And that's the advantage of the 45 transfer. All right, let's go ahead and pivot. Good, they've made their pivot, and the transfer means to put the weight on the back leg so the pivot foot's freed up, which they've done a real nice job. Now here comes the real critical point to store or gather energy, and that's going to be our lift and load. The leg is lifted and it's loaded up, and you notice both the boys have their toes pointed up. They have pretty good balance, little flexion in the back leg. Let's increase the flexion and glide out to a power position, and you notice right now both the gentlemen have their gloves taking a picture from behind. They have nice flexibility in the elbows, they're loose in their arms, and they're in a good position. Now at this point, everything has been a gathering of energy, and then it was a linear motion. Now they flowed out of, once they gathered their energy and the lift and load, they stored energy, they released it by gaining momentum forward, which is a linear force meeting straight. Now at this point, the critical thing happens in pitching, and it's what we call a dynamic energy change. It's going to change from a linear force to a rotary, and that starts with the hip kicking in, or what we call rotate the back knee in, and then we're going to go ahead and change to the rotary action is now started, and we're going to go ahead and pull, and the body rotated and the ball flew out of the center, and they've done a real good job. Okay, guys, we got a real treat for you guys today. We have Eddie Taubensee, who's a catcher with the Houston Astros, coming in to make our catching tape today, and he was observing you guys going through your drills. Eddie, this is Brian, and this is Paul.
How you guys doing?
What was your impressions of the 6-step method the guys were going through?
Well, I'm very impressed with that 6-step method. It's very simple. I'm very impressed with the lift and load method, how they're able to get up to that position and stay up there and balanced.
Yeah, that's something they just didn't do right away. When they first start with it, they struggle, but we found after a few hours, they tend to really get with their balance, and we noticed their velocity increased, and they seem to have a lot of a better control. Isn't it true as a catcher, you guys are responsible for keeping your eye on the mechanics of your pitcher a lot, aren't you?
Yeah, not only we're calling the game, you know, we have to see the actions of the pitcher out there on the field. You know, if they're doing something wrong, we have to go out there, call timeout, and tell them the adjustment they have to make, and we have to see everything out there.
Well, your opinion of like that little 6 steps they go through, if they kept doing that, would that be the type of mechanics you'd like to see out of your pitchers?
Oh, I think those are perfect mechanics. It's very simple. You can cut through the steps, you know, one at a time. Cut it down as simple as possible, and, you know, work on each one if you have trouble with it.
Great. All right, guys, so it looks like you're on the right track, huh? Yeah, great.